It is 6 p.m. finally, and I'm desperate to write off today. I've had one of those days when the universe appears confused, the birds forget to sing, and even the sun shines grey. No silver linings in sight, and my stomach is churning in that same old familiar way. I don't want to go home. I don't want to go home. I know he's on leave today. He must be watching television in the living room. The stale air in the room must be clinging to his skin, cloaking him in that familiar fragrance I once called love. We have not spoken to each other in 3 weeks. Once upon a time, this silence smelled like solitude. Now, it stinks like a death sentence. No, I'm not going home so soon. The thought makes my spine tingle with terror. I need my daily painkiller. I need my anesthesia for my soul. And so, when I walk out of office, I take the opposite direction to my regular metro station and walk straight into the neighborhood cupcake parlor. This friendly little cupcake place has enough room for 4 tables and can accommodate up to 16 heartbroken people. It's a piece of heaven. This place is to women what the bar is to men. Quite a few of us come here to lose our sorrows to these quicksand concoctions of sugar. Sugar is the operative word here. Sugar. Lots and lots of sugar. Sugar does for my mind what meditation can't. Sugar is my savior. Sugar gets my heart racing on days when it threatens to stop working. Sugar is my antidote to overthinking. So here I am now, my nose pressed against the display cabinet. There are 4 options inside. Which one shall I pick? This is a familiar dilemma, one that I absolutely love, because which cupcake shall I pick is so much easier to answer than shall I stay or leave. I do what I always do. I pick the cream and caramel variant. This one is more cupcake than most cupcakes. It is what the food gods advised for patients of chronic heartache. I sit down. A cheerful gentleman with an orange apron brings me my dessert, toppled with chocolate sauce, sprinkled with Oreo bits, and heated to perfection. I had decided that I would tackle my cupcake with the slow sophistication it deserves. But here it is now, teasing me mercilessly, and I find myself surrendering. I take my first bite, small and ladylike, but there is something about the sugary lava inside that turns my self-control to butter. One little nibble and I surrender. I throw away all pretense of restraint. I grab the cupcake like my life depends on it. I devour it like the pro I've become. I want to savor the texture and I want the caramel to linger in my mouth, but it takes less than 3 minutes for the cupcake to disappear down my throat and begin to repair the cracks of my troubled soul. And once the process of healing has begun, it would be criminal to stop at one. The man with the orange apron knows. He has been watching discreetly from the corner like good waiters do. With a kind smile on his face, he comes over to ask if I would like more. I remind myself that my daily calorie quota is over and any more would be poison. My doctor says sugar is poison. Sugar is cancerous. Cancer thrives on sugar, she says. But my sorrow is a form of cancer too, I argue with her. Sugar is a would-be cancer yet to take over, but my sorrow is an affliction forever. If I am doomed either way, which one shall I choose? I look over my shoulder at the display counter. I see a fresh batch of red velvet minis coming out of the oven, looking like they were just made for me. I feel my heart levitating, doing cartwheels. I'm not entirely intoxicated though. I know that a few hours from now, I will sit marinating in self-pity. I will be furious with myself for shamelessly letting go, for losing the battle with bulge yet again and not being able to keep score. But for now, the night is still some distance away and the cupcakes are calling out to my soul. If red seduction is to be my end, I might as well celebrate some more. So I call the orange apron person and tell him that I will have one more, thank you.